Hello everyone, it's Charlton. I don't normally do this. I normally let my previous video, give it some time, and let it go for a day before I make another video. But I'm gonna get right to the point, and I'm gonna tell you everything that happened, pretty accurately. I want you to watch to the very end, and I'll have something to say at the very end. And this just came to me this morning. I don't know why these things come to me when they do. I do know some why, but you'd never believe me if I told you. I now know how this was done, okay, and I can prove it to you if you want to believe the truth. It's the door, and there's a lot of people on YouTube that have been a part of this from the very beginning. I know most of them because I've figured it out, and you know. There was a mild, very tiny, subtle suggestion that I saw the other day, maybe trying to suggest that maybe like I was part of it, maybe. I'm unafraid. I'm completely unafraid. I'm so unafraid that, you know, I even understand, even though this sounds absolutely insane, that there could be somebody on the way here right now, and but it wouldn't matter because it just wouldn't matter. But I do know most of the people on YouTube that have been helping all along, and it's all going to come out, you know. Believe me, it is. All right, so it's the door, and that's why the door was probably the very first thing dealt with on YouTube to basically set it aside. Okay. And it was dealt with endlessly on YouTube, and again, for a very good reason, so that it could be, and all the people who aren't a part of it could be manipulated and twisted and turned, so that could be set aside, because that's basically the key to everything. The key to everything. Basically, what happened was, you know, somebody, a cop. Almost definitely a cop, saw it open that door. The double doors. These doors. Okay? And what he did was he sawed it in a very specific location so that he could push open the door without engaging the lock whatsoever, without having to touch the deadbolt or even the latch, so it would never show on a lock report that anybody entered that room. He would saw it at a very particular juncture so that he could push open one half of the door, whether it's the top of the bottom or the bottom. My guess is the top. Hop right over the bottom portion into that room, and he would saw that room with some kind of hand saw. Sawzall, maybe even something with a silencer on it, but he wouldn't need a silencer because he could do it while Stephen Paddock is firing volleys of bump stocks. He wouldn't hear it. He wouldn't hear the saw. He can't hear a thing while he's firing that. He just has to synchronize it with his shooting. Saws open that door, and I'll show you. It's right there. Once you know, you see it all. Just like before, like I was saying, once you know the names, you see it all. Push open the top end of that door, jump in there, kill Paddock. This person killed Paddock. He did a good thing. He did a good thing. He stopped Paddock from killing more people. You know, I don't know where he killed him. I don't know if there is a gunshot into. I mean, there's a lot of people involved here. That's why maybe this won't come out. But I'm telling you, I know what happened. killed Paddock, put the revolver in his mouth, to make it look like he killed himself. Got that hard drive out of that computer. Cleaned everything out of there that needed to be out of there that could implicate the casino and the hotel. The hard drive probably had a manifesto saying everything. This is why Paddock had to have the cameras. It wasn't to protect himself. It was to stop this from happening. Because he knew that they would try to cover this up. That they would try to get in there and take everything out of there. And anything anywhere else, they get to. I'm telling you, it's on the door, okay? Whether it all adds up perfectly, why he didn't put something somewhere else, I don't know, But it's the door, it says it all. Probably put child porn on that computer while he was at it with a new hard drive or something like that. If the child porn on one of those computers is child porn from Thailand, I guarantee you it was put on there. Got everything that he needed to get out of there. Probably wasn't working by himself. Probably had to be communicating with a few other cops to basically until everything was cool. And then get out of there and then do the fake breach. That's what happened, man. This goes... You think he's just doing this on his own? Do you think he just did this so that he could, blackmail somebody and basically maybe this goes high up. This goes all the way up, man. It just does. I don't know if people are really going to want to look at this now. I hope so because it's true. It is, man. Let's look at the door. This is why so many people, I know many of them. There's a couple I'm not sure, but I know many of the YouTubers because I've figured it out, believe me. I'm telling you, I'm unafraid. I'm unafraid of anybody. So here's the door. Where's another good angle of it? There's the deadbolt engaged. It wasn't, opened. Here's the door in a full piece. You see this line right there? That is a saw mark. That saw mark will line up just above this deadbolt. And then it will come down to this line on the other door and go straight across. Then straight up and over. Now, for some reason, I think they saw it all the way down this way too. I don't know for sure because this is a perfect right angle as well. But that's how I believe it went. And he may have made two cuts, up and down. He was cutting just in case while the volleying's going off. Paddock can't hear a thing. He's already breached the crappy little bracket in the stairwell door. That saw mark goes right above here, down to this line on the other door, this way, all the way up there, and over. And he pushes that open, or just pushes it in. It's not on, it may even still be on that thing up, this thing here. Okay? And goes in there and kills Paddock. And then gets that hard drive, gets anything else that needs got out of there, gets out of there, and then, does the breach. Does the breach, the fake breach afterwards, with the door semi put together. Still hanging to this, still all sort of there, but he was able to get in, believe me. That's just one angle. That's the same thing. This is the top portion of that door. That is cut right there. This is that cut I'm telling you about, okay? That is cut slightly at an angle, not just this way of an angle, but an angle into the door, just because that's how it happened to be, you know, when he pushed it in there and it struggled to cut through it a tiny bit. You know, it cut at an angle, you know, this way. This is a closer view of that same thing. This right here is the top portion of the door. So when he cut through, at an angle this way, then over this way, then up this way, then that way, and down this way too maybe, I'm not real sure. Just because he's making cuts while the noise is, just in case he needs to go in whatever in case he needs to do it, you know, in case he needs that cut, doing it all at once. I remember another creator saying he's one of us, you know. It's sort of a Freudian slip. He's one of the good guys. He's one of us. The same guy who just seems to want to implicate everybody and make sure they all know that they're a part of this. They'll go down too. Puts all their names in it. Creates a username that's, you know, a relative of a different creator who's a huge creator. Sorry. All right, did you follow that? And then, I mean, I'm not going to belabor this over and over. That is a cut. Believe me, it's a cut. I think this is the bottom half of the door. It is. Flipped on its, you know, flipped over. This is why they had to cover the door first. See, that's what I mean. That looks like a right angle right there. But that's the bottom half of the door. This is the bottom half. Maybe I can go to the website. I should do that. Let me stop. I'll stop for a second. Here we are, same thing. Now I'm on the website. This is the preliminary report. It's just photos. These are all out there. I'm telling you, this is how, once you know, once you understand it, it's clear as day. Clear as day. And this is why Paddock had those cameras there, because he was trying to prevent exactly this from happening. He knew they knew about it. He knew they would know about him. He knew they would know it was him immediately, and they would send somebody up there to basically to take care of it, man. You know, to clean it. And he was trying. That's why he had the camera, so he could hopefully stop them. But they outfooled him, you know, temporarily and maybe permanently. I'm telling you right now, okay? So this is the cut. This door goes up. This is the top up here. And that needs to flip up like this, okay? So this is the back face of the door. This cut right here goes down because this is the top. So it goes down from the deadbolt down to the line in the middle, straight across. Straight, so it goes down from top above the deadbolt down to the middle, straight across, up to the top of the door up here, and straight over. And that's those edges I'm telling you about that were cut. And then that door is still hanging by this, but it can be pushed open, and somebody can jump right in there. And then it will not be detected by the lock system, the lock report, which is accurate. Goes in there, killed, did a good thing, stopped Paddock from killing more people. It was actually pretty quick. It was. And people who say it was slow, it's not true. It was fast. Because they knew about him instantly. If they didn't know about him, it could have gone on for a long time. And even though people had scattered, it would still, there would still be more casualties. But he wasn't done. He was stopped. That person did a good thing. But then he cleaned that room. And he got that hard drive, anything else, maybe put a hard drive in there, or I think, had a thumb or whatever drive, I don't know, and put some child porn on there. That would be my guess. And if, like I said, if that child porn pictures come from Thailand or something of that to that effect, believe me, there's a connection there, without a doubt. And that hard drive he still got that, dude. That's his insurance policy, and this goes all the way up, man, all the way up. My guess is there's some few officers that also know, that are part of it, that were helping him, talking to him while he was in there until it was cool. Not all of them, but there's got to be a few more. That picture probably does it the best. I don't think I need to continue. I don't. I mean, I'll show you these other cuts, but I already showed you. And I'll cut out everything so that nobody can strike this, man. And you go ahead and try. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and strike this video. Flag this video. I would love people to flag this video at this point. I love it. Do it. I triple dog dare you, dude. Flag this video. You'll be getting called. So there's the door. I don't have to go over it again and again. And believe me, I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I can't believe that somebody else didn't figure this out before. There's the door. See it, dude? See that cut? You telling me that's not a cut? That's a cut. Boop, boop. Down to here and up above that deadbolt. And that is the story there. That is the story there. I'm going to make my offer one more time to this one person who I think has some scruples. Get yourself a good attorney and get your butt into the closest FBI office and start cooperating with authorities. I'm telling you right now, after this, if you do that, I will help you when it comes time for sentencing. And I will speak on your behalf that that you helped do that, because it will be more difficult probably, but I'm telling you, you better hurry. And that's not because I'm involved, and I'm not, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm not involved. But I'm totally 100%, 1,000% unafraid of anybody, including the most lethal persons who might be on their way here. Or people that use mind manipulation tactics to blackmail people and anything. Wouldn't matter. Wouldn't matter. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.